Hey guys, Mr. Cheese Gaming here, and welcome back to more of Let's Play Majora's Mask. Last time we got here to Gerudo Fortress, and after scaring Advil and her friends away, we managed to sneak in and obtain the hookshot. Now we can obtain the 4 Zora eggs that are here, but apparently there are 3 Zora eggs that are missing altogether. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and use a hookshot, and the first of the eggs you can see is in the aquarium right there. So we'll just go ahead and hook shot onto this wooden plank above, which strangely is the only wooden plank around here. And you want to go ahead, put it on your Zora mask and just sink down, avoiding this slab thing in the way. And I can't believe go on, dive down. Put up our shield. What is it anyways? Shell Blade. Yeah, they're in Ocarina of Time, and I always found them to be the most annoying enemies. Just go ahead, wait for their... See, that's the thing. I go ahead and attack too early, and I end up getting hit. You have to wait till their mouth is fully open, and... still too early. There we go, finally. And I'm just gonna go ahead and use the bottles here. Replace it with the hookshot. That way I can just easily replace the hookshot right at the start. And there we go. We got the first of the 4 Zora eggs here. So I can quickly go ahead, re-equip my hookshot, and float back up. Now I'll go ahead and step out here. I'll put on my stone mask, just for safety reasons. And I must tell you where the other Zora eggs are. There are 2 to the north here, and there's 1 to the south. I'll go ahead and take care of the 1 to the south first, simply because that's closest. Gonna go ahead and have to hookshot up here, using these posts that are conveniently placed here. We'll just go ahead and sneak inside. Now here is a bit of a maze. You're gonna have to wait till that Gerudo, or pirate as they're called in this game, is at the point farthest away from you before you go ahead and make a dash to the door. Otherwise, she will see you. Thankfully I'm wearing the stone mask, so it doesn't matter, but I'm gonna go through as if you didn't have it anyways. Anyways, I'll take my stone mask off here because we'll step forward and halt. It takes courage to come thieving in the pirate's fortress. I'm going to love doing this to you. Immediately, so the pirate sees you, you want to immediately put your shield up and wait for her to attack. When she attacks, she'll have her guard down, and you can go ahead and attack her. When you get far enough, she'll eventually do a running attack, if I can get her to do so. And when that happens, it actually gives you a longer time to sneak up behind her and attack. She is a very tough enemy. But the goal is to sneak up behind her when she puts up her guard and attack her from behind. There are alternatives to do this. You can even put on your Zora mask and have Mikau use the Garden A to go ahead and put up the electric barrier. However, his attack, that uses magic. And incidentally, you can even use the Degu mask and use your Degu scrub form to do the same thing by spinning into her, and that does not consume that magic. So for once, the Degu the Deku form is actually somewhat useful. Sink down. And I accidentally used that, so I'll go ahead and attack. I think that was too late. There we go. And it's simply doing this over and over again for the other two Zora eggs. Which, like I said, are up to the north. So what have you guys been up to? I actually started playing the 3DS version of this game again. And actually, as I've gone through, I've noticed that I'm actually all the way back at Snowhead Temple, as sad as that seems, considering we're now already at Gerudo Fortress. In my Let's Play version, the N64 version. But I have noticed that the rolling with Zegoron feels very different. Of course, the reason why is because in that game, all you need to do is hit A once and you can start rolling. Well, as opposed to this game, you actually have to hold down the button. So it feels awkward, and I've also noticed that the stray fairy that's in the main room is much more difficult to get, and I actually had to do a lot of work to actually get it, as opposed to what I actually recorded it, where it actually took me only a few tries. Now here's something before I continue on my little rant. We aren't fooled by that mask. So as I'm fighting this Gerudo, I'll just continue my story. My trouble with that fairy made me realize that as I usually promise to put the stray fairies 3DS listings at the end of the video, well, after defeating the boss, I realized that I did not do that for Goat. Sorry, I'm suddenly turned quiet because I want to concentrate on this Gerudo. So it makes me think, that means I'm gonna have to go back and either re-upload that video, or I'm going to have to go back and put annotations up, which is another thing that I wanted to be talk about for quite a while now, but I never actually had the opportunity to talk about it. At the end of my videos, I go ahead and put that previous video, playlist, and next video text right at the end of the video. But they seem to become pointless because, as of recently, one, I took away the previous video button, but it's not gonna make a difference anyways because here's another thing that I've neglected to do. It's actually put up annotations in this video, and that's actually a necessity. I mean, what's the point of having me put up those no text up there when I'm not even putting the annotation links above them? Makes you kind of feel like you're watching my videos on mobile now, doesn't it? So, and the thing is, I've been having a really busy life that it's funny that I have the time to record these videos and upload these videos, but I never take the time to add those annotation links. So here's the promise. Before I get into this temple, I'll go back and put annotation links on all my previous videos that I have neglected to do so. And that's going to be kind of difficult because in between real life and this, well, mainly because of this, I'm actually aiming to finish this game by the end of December, and we haven't even entered the third temple yet. So, yeah, there's a lot of work that I have neglected to do, and I need to catch up on it. By the way, here's a new enemy, Desbreco. Once it bites you, it's not gonna let go. I hate this thing. Well, it's really not that bad. You just go ahead and aim your hookshot on it, and sometimes you accidentally get onto the other... Ah! Get out of there! Get out! The problem is you sometimes end up hitting the chest instead, so we'll just go ahead and aim from this side, and it's just a one-hit KO, and it kills all the enemies surrounding it. And I like how you can push his corpse around a little bit as well. I always forget to go on to the other side. I end up going on to the opposite side of the chest, but this is actually the first time I actually accidentally latched onto the chest. So remember to go onto the chest side, and so you don't accidentally latch on, like I just did earlier. Now, as it says right there, they don't look healthy, so we ought to hurry up and get them to the Marine Research Lab. Step out here, and you're probably wondering where's the last Zora egg. And I've actually had trouble finding it until I realized that it's actually right here. You're just gonna have to go back the way that we came. We're gonna have to go full loop. Except this time, instead of going through the first door we see, we'll latch on to this post right over here. You can go ahead and get a good aim at it. And of course, there's gonna be a Gerudo over here. You're just gonna have to wait till she's right behind the barrel. However, since I have a stone mask, she's gonna ignore me completely anyways. Now here's something that actually does require the stone mask. You go down here, and you can collect 100 rupees. If you're not wearing the stone mask, you'll immediately be thrown out. Otherwise, you're just gonna have to wait for a gap to appear. As you can see, there's only 3 guards. And just wait for the gap in between them before making your move. Well, to the other side of the door, like I said, grabbing that rupee will get you a guaranteed kick out if you're not wearing the stone mask. Man, I'm doing not so great on this Gerudo right here. There we go. Don't think this ends here. Well, it actually does end here because this is the last egg I need to obtain before I can play the Song of Soaring and just get out of here. Now I'm going to be honest, I actually find these clams much more difficult than the Desperado, because these clams you actually are forced to fight in the water. No, I mean spike shells is what they're, or sharp shells, whatever. Either way, I hate these enemies. Turn around. Come on. Come on! For the love of God. Or Hillary Duff on a stick. I don't know. I don't care. Anyways, let's go ahead and grab the bottle. Get the Zora egg. And go ahead, float up. Now this time I'm gonna go ahead and put our guitar, or rather our ocarina, over here. We'll just go ahead down this ramp and step out. Play the Song of Soaring. Let's see what this looks like on Mikau. Of course, go to Great Bay. It comes out of our legs! As opposed to our butt and our Goron form. I swear, it only looks good in our Degu form, but either way, I still say it's creepy. Well, actually, I don't think it's so creepy anymore because I use it so often that I kind of got used to it. Oh, you finally came? I've been waiting for you. How about the eggs? I heard that there are a total of 7, putting her up and put them in the aquarium. Well, we got 4 from the Gerudos, but we've recently learned that there are 3 missing. What's interesting is that you actually have to stand in the middle of the cage in order for this to work. I know, it's strange, but yeah, you're just gonna have to find the sweet spot and dump our babies inside. Assuming that Mikau is the father, which he probably is. I mean, he is Lulu's boyfriend after all. That's 2. And let's go ahead and dump the other 2. Here's baby number 3. Well, technically this is baby number 1. And this would be baby number 2. So technically we put the last one in first. Okay. Not that it really matters, they're all safe, so that's fine. However, remember, that's a huge fish. Well, that comes into importance later. Remember, there are still eggs that are missing. And, well, next time I'll show you exactly where those eggs can be found. And yes, it does have something to do with the picture we took. What? You thought that was optional? Nope. It's required for this game. Okay, anyways, if you like this video, go ahead and leave behind a like, leave behind a comment, and if you want to see more videos from me, go ahead and subscribe. I will see you guys next time.